Hi, I'm Akram Umar, the co-founder of Hayawiia.com and Noor Al Hayawiia Foodstuff Trading LLC. It is a one-stop shop for all chemical and preservative-free products and encompasses the concept of affordability and better-for-you products for everyone. Me and my wife Tahani started this in the beginning of 2021 and we went live with it on May 2021. That was our launch, and as a company we started off purely e-com. What we've noticed that the response and the acceptance of a lot of products has been so well received that we made the transition from purely e-com to a distribution business as well. Business has always been part of my DNA. It was, we have been in the UAE for over 50 years as a family, and we've always been involved in some business or the other. We were earlier in steel manufacturing, plastics recycling. So business has always been part of my DNA. And this was the first endeavor that me and my wife decided to start together. It's had its issues, but it's been a great ride. And we're hoping for a lot more in the future. Our mission has always stayed the same. It is one of getting better for you products to everyone out there at affordable prices. That is something, and as a DNA, that is what we believe is the essence of Hayawiia, and that will always be the essence of Hayawiia. For us to be able to provide better for you products to everybody, and not just better for you products, but also as a company, what we value and what we believe is that CSR is one of the cornerstones of any successful business, and that is definitely something that we're leaning into. Currently, we are at a team strength of 16 members, and I believe within the next 6 months, we will be jumping up to around about 30 to 35. We provide essentially the entire range of food products and cosmetics. We have approximately 50 exclusive brands that have signed up with us, ranging from refined flour all the way up to chips. The idea has always been for us to provide our consumers, or rather our fellow Hayawiians, with better for you products that are chemical and preservative free. We use a lot of methods. Obviously, one is social media. The other one would be word of mouth. Those are the two main focuses, and what's happened over the last 6 months is we are now available across the UAE in all the major stores. Carrefour, Lulu, Giant, Aswaq, Earth Supermarket, all of the big players in this space, we're present in them. We never chose Dubai, Dubai chose us. I have been here for over 40 years. My wife is an Emirati, and we've seen Dubai grow from World Trade Center on Sheikh Zayed Road to the metropolis that it is today. And it is, we just want to be part of that growth some way or the other. So for us, it was a no-brainer to always be involved in the UAE. And that's something that even going forward as a company and as individuals, my kids were born here, grew up here, and we're hoping that continues. Our company's goals are to be the largest provider across the GCC in chemical and preservative-free products. Every memory that we have, each and every one of us, is generally revolving around food. So for me as well, food has always been a central part of my life. as it is with everyone else. It's a central part of who we are. So it was a natural progression that we wanted to be part. And let's get real, like me, like everybody else, I suffer from midnight snacking. So yeah, for me it was, if I could provide a solution for all of us midnight snackers that could be a healthier option, not in terms of calories, but just in terms of gut health, that's why we pushed this out. The crucial point of any business is, what are you trying to achieve? Is it just purely profits? Are you trying to make a change in the world that you live in? Or is it just something that you're doing because your parents used to do it and stuff like that? So for me, what is the most important in this journey is that it's not just about profits. I'm looking to create, or me and my wife are looking to create a company that is going to encompass both areas of the business world. One, which is will be obviously a profitable company, as well as a company that's very strong in CSR. CSR for us is something which is not just it is a company agenda, it is a company profile, it is something which is very important. But if it's just a CSR based concept, it will always fail. So for us, profitability and CSR go hand in hand. And the truth is, it's both personal as well as of a corporate nature. Because when corporations realize that there's more to humanity than just making money, they can make the world a better place. And when non-profit organizations realize that profit has to be central in order for any business to be sustainable, it's a no-brainer. I've been eating food for over 44 years. But part of this industry, as a person doing business in it, it's been a very short span of time. It's roughly been 19 months so far. My personal weakness is that I want this business to be something which is going to change the world. And not just on how much money that I make or how big the organization is. It is about giving back. And I know a lot of people say this, but for me, that is one of the benchmarks on how I will determine if as a businessman I've been successful or not, is I have not only taken from the world, but I've given a lot more back. And the reason why that's a weakness, which people say, no, but that's a character issue. It's not that. It's a weakness because that's my central theme. It's not just about making profits. It's not just about growing in size. It's about creating a difference. And businesses, in order to be successful, have to be focused on profit. Ruling the entire GCC, definitely, in terms of being the one-stop shop for chemical and preservative-free products. And that I would say in the next 3 years. In the next 5 years, we actually see ourselves going global. There's huge markets out there like China, like India, that are yet to encapsulate this. They do have their pockets where people are doing these things, but nothing which is stringent, nothing that people can stick to. What if the company says yes, we are doing it, they're actually actively doing it. So for us, we see ourselves going global and being a market leader in this, where we will make sure that better for you products are available to everybody, and not just available, but affordable for everyone. Personally, one of my greatest strengths is that I persevere. I will keep going in something I believe in. And for me, this is, as I said, it's always been part of my DNA, where I want to give back. So that would be on a personal level. On a business level, I have to say the people that I'm working with, the people that we believe everyone here has a part to play, and everyone has areas where they can make themselves better. And what we do is we foster that over here. I can tell you, guaranteed, that we're not the best players in the market, but for us, we believe that anybody and everybody has the skill set to make themselves better. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build a team that is going to be able to realize that there's more to life than just the 9-to-5 job, and create their own worlds within our sphere. My biggest learnings on a daily basis has been that if you're going to fail, fail fast. Don't be tied in with a lot of people. When they open up a business, they take it to heart. Everything is personal. Oh, I'm losing money. I have to make my money. Over here, what I realize on a daily basis is that every day is a learning process. Every day you learn something new. Every day you realize, yeah, listen, I made a mistake, but as long as I've learned from it, there's benefit to that. And so one of the biggest things I've learned is that be ready to fail. The winners in this world are not those who don't ever fail. The winners are those who who win after failing. The flexibility to make a change. It's the belief that, listen, everything is in your power, and it is daunting at times because you realize that, listen, it's your money going, it is it's your neck on the line every time. But there's a beauty to it. I believe anybody and everybody can open up their own business. It's just that, do you have the belief in yourself that once you open up, you take the hits and you keep getting up? It's like any fighter that you talk about, any boxer, any MMA fighter. It's not how many times they get hit, it's how many times they get up after getting hit. Everything is on your head. All the victories are yours, but so are the losses. And sometimes it does get disheartening because you want to make profits today. You don't want to make profits 2 years from now. You don't make profits 6 months from now. You want to make profits today. You want to cover up your losses. So that is the one thing I dislike about running my own business. But then again, as I said, it's both of the same sides of the coin. It's both a benefit plus a detriment. I'm a people manager. I like bonding with people. I like talking to people. I like keeping it light. And that's what I love about the management structure that we have here. We have 3 people on the management team, and everyone fulfills a certain requirement. So it's nice. Instead of being a singular entity, what we have is we have enough people in the team who sort of balance everything out. One of the biggest challenges today is obviously the volatility of the markets. Everywhere you look, there's doom and gloom, and everywhere you look, you realize that things are slowly getting harder and harder. You just have to be ready to, knuckle down. You have to be ready to make the hard decisions and roll with the punches. I can't say I've ever had a worse working day. What I can say is you run through each and every emotion every single day. As a business owner, you go through joy, literally 1 minute, and the next minute can be a complete downer. But as a businessman, you realize that, listen, this is the cycle. You have to ride the wave. You have to be ready to make quick decisions on your feet, but make educated. Even if it's a guess, you make an educated guess. So I can't say I've really had any bad days. I can just say that, every day is bad, every day is good, every day is great, every day is the worst possible. The greatest success was the first day we went into modern trade. And that is when we became from an e-com platform to a distribution business. That was one of the best days that we had, because it validated our place in the business world, and also, I guess, the first day we opened. These are the 2 days that I remember very vividly. Apart from that, it would be every time we onboard a new brand, it's an exciting day. Every time we are discussing any sort of transactions with any brand or any other modern trade area, these are all exciting days. For me, there's 2 methods of success, of measuring success. One is obviously your account books. When you're in the in the black, you're obviously going to be happy, and in your view, that's being successful. But as I said, because CSR plays such an important role in my life and in what this business is all about, so for us, it's about two things. The more charity we can do, and obviously the more profits we make, these are the two benchmarks for us in terms of what success is. Personally, would be on a little more focused and a little more direction in exactly where we want to be. In terms of the staff, it would be giving them ownership of their own places, so they understand that what they're doing and why they're doing it, and also hopefully give them the tools to understand that we don't want them to be in their roles for the rest of their lives. We're not looking at our accountant just being an accountant. We're looking at our accountant being, head of accounts, and then moving further, becoming a financial analyst for the company. Same thing goes with our sales teams. We're not just looking at them being sales teams. We're looking at them becoming key account executives, sales manager, national area sales managers, national sales managers. What we want to do is create an environment both with the people that fosters growth. That's, I believe, is very important, because in every company, it's not what you're selling, it's the people who are selling for you, or the people who are involved in that business that create the efficiencies in business. Apart from that, obviously, logistical issues and all of these are things which are more technical, and they're more factual based rather than the rest. I would just hope more people understand, more businessmen would understand that if we don't take care of our environment, if we don't take care of the people around us, regardless of rich, poor, whichever social income that we're looking at, if we don't realize that it is high time we change, then what's going to happen is that the world is just, if the world is just going to get worse and worse. And this is very prevalent in, all you have to do is, open any news channel and you realize what's happening to the world. And that change has to start with us. Now, are we there and have we created that change enough as a company? I don't think so, but at least we're trying. And that for us is very important. And I think that's what my takeaway for everyone would be that, listen, please do whatever you can. Even in any small capacity, it's not the size of what you do, it's how many times you do it and what you're willing to do.